Hello and welcome to LOLA Speak and English Practice. In today's episode, we're gonna practice speaking at a car rental. We'll jump right into our app. We'll pick up an episode from the car rental series. And first, I will break it down for you, and then you will go through it nonstop by yourself. So if you want to jump right into practice without my help, just use chapters below the video. Car rental?
Hey, I'm John Ladle. How may I help you?
Hello, I've made a reservation online and I'm here for my pickup.
Yeah, of course, I'll just need your ID.
I want to pause right away. Here we put the full sentence. Sometimes in real life, if something happens quick, I can just say, hey, I'm here for pickup. Or, hey, I have a reservation. Or, hey, my booking number is... So you could go short or you can say the full sentence. Both are fine. And of course, the first thing you'll be asked, your ID. Of course, here you go.
Thank you. Yep, I see you've booked the car for this weekend.
Correct. As I understand it, I need to bring the car by Monday morning.
Exactly. We will be waiting for you till morning 10 a.m. Monday. This is important.
So you want to clarify the terms. Sometimes they will print it out for you and they will show it to you and you're like, oh, yeah, that's correct. Or the manager could just speak out the dates so you know for sure everything is correct. You're not going to pay for something that you haven't booked or haven't ordered. And here he just confirms that we need to bring the car by Monday. You could say, I need to bring it back. Or I need to return it on Monday. Both are fine. And we decided to clarify here what happens if I'm a little bit late. Okay, and what if I bring it after that time?
Well, in this case, you'll be just charged an extra day.
I want to point out this verb, you'll be charged. Right? A lot of non-native speakers are not familiar with this word because we are so used to be using simple words like pay, for something. But when they take money from our account, like when you make a purchase, right, they charge your card. So him saying you'll be charged, that means that they will be taking money from your card or account, whatever the information you provided, in case if you're late. And it's always a good idea to clarify the terms to avoid big fees, Okay, I'll make sure I get here on time then. No need to risk it.
Of course, I'll just need your driving license as well, please.
Sure, here you go. Please ignore the picture on this one. I was having a rough day. Great example of how to bring a joke or have an extra small talk with a manager. It's always a good idea to come in a good mood, and everybody enjoys a good joke. And most of us, let's be realistic, will look horrible in not horrible, but it's not the best picture that you have in your documents. And I usually joke with immigration officers, let's say at the airport or whoever checks my passport. And the last one was checking and he couldn't believe it was me because I don't know. I think my hair I had short hair on that picture, they were very blonde and I was skinnier and he's like, I'm like, that's me. It's okay, we change with time.
This is fine. So I see your card is prepaid.
Here he uses the word, it's prepaid. It's meant that you've already been charged. You paid for it. In some cases, you pay after and they will freeze a deposit. I'm sure you're familiar with that. So they will freeze an amount of money on your card or account, and after you return your card, they will make an adjustment. Can you adjust it? But it happens automatically. I just want to make sure you understand the whole system. I'm sure you do.
And I just need to print out your contract. Just a moment. So here's your printed contract. There you go.
Thank you. It's fully paid, right?
Yes, it is fully paid, and here are your IDs.
And once again, we made sure that everything has been paid for. So afterwards, we can check if it was any extra charges for something. Sometimes you've paid your price and then you get an extra charge, meaning like another amount was taken from your card. And if you're figuring it out, you could say, like, I was charged extra. What was it for? But we trust you, okay? Perfect. By the way, what about gas? Should I return the car with a full tank? I want to pause here. Once again, gas. In British English, they use petrol or petroleum. In American English, we always use gas, big ass sound, gas station. And full tank, if you're not familiar with car vocabulary, means that it's completely full, that you fill up the tank with gas in your car completely. It's a full tank. So we ask, should we return the full tank? Sometimes, last time I was renting a car, they're like, oh, it's a half. So just return the same amount, return half tank. Perfect. By the way, what about gas? Should I return the car with a full tank?
No, actually, no need. You can bring it back with an empty tank if you like.
And here he says, it's okay not to fill up the tank when returning the car, but in that case, my guess, they will charge us extra for that amount of gas that we used. And sometimes their rates are higher than on your gas station, so be wise. Oh, that's great. One less thing that I need to worry about then.
Exactly, and the tank is already half full, by the way.
Perfect. Can you also explain the terms of my insurance, please?
Sure. Your chosen insurance will cover any damage up to $75,000.
And it's always a good idea to ask about insurance, depending on the country. I'm sure everywhere car insurance is mandatory, but for example, in America, sometimes when renting a car, you could use your insurance and they will take the details of your insurance policy and put it on your rental car. Here, we're just making sure that we paid extra that's needed to cover the minimal amount necessary for us to make a rent. Both for myself and anyone else involved, correct? I'm just making sure I understood right.
No worries. Your questions are totally fine, and you understand everything correctly.
Speaking of questions, you had a good one yesterday. Who should we call in case the car has something wrong happening with it?
Just a moment. So here is the phone number. If something happens, just call them straight away. They have 24/7 service. They have a hotline, and everything's going to be fine.
It's always a good idea to ask about the hotline, or where is the number? Where should I call if something happens? Or you could say, in case of an accident, who should I contact? So you are protected. You know if something is wrong, if something is off, you're calling that number. And it's always okay to make sure about the policy, the insurance policy, the terms. You can ask, can you clarify the terms of insurance for me? Or can you explain it to me? It's okay to use simple words. We want to make sure you understand what's up. If something is not clear, you can even write it down or ask them to print it out for you. So after you can read and, pick up some words, because there's a lot of vocabulary in all of these contracts. Nice. That feels like a relief. I think you answered all of my questions. A relief.
Well, in that case, I have only one question for you. Will you be the only driver?
Yes, I am by myself.
Okay, traveling by yourself.
All by myself.
All right, then we just have another issue. You just print it, please. You just sign it, please, right here.
The other way they could ask you that, they could say, are you the only driver? The only driver, who's driving the car. So you don't have to insure, let's say, your wife or your friend who's going to be driving with you, because every insurance has its own nuances. All right, adventure time begins now.
Excellent. Shall we probably have a look at the car? Just follow me.
And we go to see a car. We get our fluency, intonation, and of course, the best part of our app is we can see our mistakes, we can improve your pronunciation. Okay, reservation. Yeah, see, I was lazy, I said reservation, and I need a diphthong in it. So you'll jump into our app, you'll see all those cool things in it. Okay, now it's time for you to practice going through the episode non-stop. Good luck.
Hey, I'm John Ladle. How may I help you? Yeah, of course, I'll just need your ID. Thank you. Yep, I see you've booked the car for this weekend. Exactly. We will be waiting for you till morning 10 a.m. Monday. This is important. Well, in this case, you'll be just charged an extra day. Of course, I'll just need your driving license as well, please. This is fine. So I see your card is prepaid. And I just need to print out your contract. Just a moment. So here's your printed contract. There you go. Yes, it is fully paid, and here are your IDs. No, actually, no need. You can bring it back with an empty tag if you like. Exactly, and the tank is already half full, by the way. Sure, your chosen insurance will cover any damage up to $75,000. No worries, your questions are totally fine and you understand everything correctly.
Speaking of questions, you had a good one yesterday. Who should we call in case the car has something wrong happening with it?
Just a moment. So here is the phone number. If something happens, just call them straight away. They have 24/7 service. They have a hotline and everything's going to be fine. Well, in that case, I have only one question for you. Will you be the only driver? Okay, traveling by yourself.
All by myself.
All right, then we just have another issue. You just print it, please. You just sign it, please, right here. Excellent. Shall we probably have a look at the car? Just follow me.
I hope you enjoyed practicing speaking English in our immersive app, and that was Rent a Car series episode number 4. And if you want to go through the whole series, download LOLA SPEAK app, and you will have 9 episodes on this topic. So you will learn vocabulary, you will practice saying these words, and you'll get your pronunciation feedback. And with the help of AI, you can improve your pronunciation working on certain sounds and words. Let me know in comments if you enjoyed practicing speaking English with our channel, with the help of our app, and what other topics interest you, and I'll be happy to make a video on that. See you next Friday.